Welcome to day 7 of the challenge, Pookie. Today, I want to talk about inaction and just why you can't do the work. Because I get a lot of people asking me, Ethan, how do you work for 10 to 12 hours a day at your desk? And you've been doing this for 5+ years now, sacrificing your social life, sacrificing a lot of the nice things that people have just so that you can build for your future. How are you able to stay so consistent? Because that is one of the non-negotiables of being a successful entrepreneur. And what I find to be the number one motivator for me is realizing that I will die. You will die. Everyone watching this video will die eventually. It could be in 5 years, could be 10 years, could be in 50, could be tomorrow in a naked girl avalanche. Hell, one of these tours on Hinge could sit on your pelvis, shatter it, and you just instantly disintegrate. You never know. Yet some of you guys move like you are immortal vampires. You move like old people fuck, not realizing that you are running out of time. You don't have anywhere near as much time as you believe. I mean, I have had friends in my 20s pass away, car accidents, illnesses, just here one day, gone the next. And every time I just realize, that could have been me. I don't truly know how long I have on this planet. So yeah, I can sacrifice because I know I want to provide for my family. I know there are certain experiences and things I want my life to have. So of course I'm willing to sacrifice. Now, why would I waste hours on social media, doom scrolling, doing all these horrible things, treating my body horribly and drinking and ruining the next day and just distracting myself from reality when I only have so much time? I mean, once those lights go off, they don't come back on. I only have so much time, and everything that I own, I'm essentially renting. My house that I own will be owned by somebody else. The car will be owned by somebody else. Everything will be owned by someone else. I only have so much time. And even if I do get to, 75 years old, by that time, am I really going to get to enjoy life? I won't have the same energy. I won't have the same testosterone flowing through my system and be this jacked, tan, smart, successful man. I will be probably having Alzheimer's for all I know. So sure, I will sacrifice my 20s so that for the next 40 years, I get to enjoy my life, which is still not even that much time when you think about it. And if you're in your 30s, oh my God, should you have some urgency? Because then from 40 on, you can enjoy life, but that's only 30 years. That's only so much time. Like for me, the last 5 years of my life just went by in the blink of an eye. Even the last year, 2025, when you really break it down, I could maybe picture 3 or 4 big essential moments, but it flew by. It feels like time keeps moving faster and faster and faster. And eventually, I will be 30. I will be an unk. Whoa. And I want to make sure by the time I am 30, I can do whatever I want. I can make YouTube videos. I can grow e-commerce brands. I can drive the nice cars, do whatever it is that I desire. So I will, of course, will sacrifice these years. What is the other alternative? Stay in the same place? No. And I think my biggest fear that really has kept me consistent all these years is just the possibility that when I'm on my deathbed at 80 and I have my family surrounding me and they're asking me, Ethan, do you feel like you lived a full life? And I can't tell them the truth. That I am full of regret. That I didn't get to experience everything. I didn't get to travel to certain places or have certain experiences or start that business because I was too scared. I didn't believe in myself. So do I want to have a deathbed full of regrets of, I should have sacrificed those years. I should have been more proactive when I had the energy, when I had the resources and the opportunity in front of me. I should have grabbed it by the balls instead of being passive. Or will I just choose to be like everyone else who never really believed in themselves, who followed what their parents and their friends who, let's be honest, their opinions don't matter because they're going to die one day. So why am I following this traditional path that everyone's going on when their opinions just simply don't matter? And I think for a lot of you guys, it's just simply because you don't believe in yourself. And if that's the case, know that at least one person believes in you. Because I do. I know you can become successful. This isn't a matter of your education, your intelligence, because there's literal retards that are successful at this. It doesn't matter where you're from, whether it's America, Australia, third world country. I have one of my best students ever, Heiko, is from India. And he scaled over $2 million a month. It doesn't matter. This is the great equalizer. Dropshipping doesn't care about your race, your color, your creed, your gender. It just cares who is the best marketer and who is the most consistent, who is putting in the right inputs. and is sacrificing and improving and getting feedback and iterating. That's all that matters. But you don't have that much time, even if it's this opportunity or just in your life. You need to move like tomorrow isn't guaranteed if you want to be successful. And I know it sounds crazy, but that's what it requires. The people that are successful in business models where 95% of the people fail are usually the crazy ones, my friend. They're the ones that are willing to sacrifice and have the most discipline. They're the ones that are willing to fail as many times as it takes, because they know if I fail 20 times and then I become successful, then I'm going to try to fail 20 times as fast as possible. And I'm going to make sure from test 1 to test 20, it is radically different. My websites from website 1.0 to 20, so much night and day different, way more improved. Same thing with my ads. Same thing with the products that I choose. But you have to take action. And I find for a lot of you guys, you're just not thinking about your mortality enough. You think you have all day. You think you have forever when you don't. You could die in a year from now. And you never got the chance to provide for your family, to take care of them, to live that dream life, to buy that dream car, to go to that specific place that you always wanted to. You're going to have a life full of regrets. And I think a great thought experiment is asking yourself, if you were to die tomorrow, would you feel like you had a fulfilled life? And I can guarantee for all of you watching this video, the answer is no. So what can we do? We have to sacrifice. We have to think about memento mori. Remember, you will die, so that we can be present and live in the moment and take the right actions today to be successful for the rest of our lives and then enjoy the fruits of our labor. But you got to plant the seeds today. Success is a lagging indicator, my friend. And I know for me, I want to be able to have the opportunity to retire in my 30s and truly enjoy life, build a family where I have 10 little nuggets running around, and have a giant farm where they can just be free-range children. And it will happen because I believe in myself. I know it's possible, and all I have to do is just sacrifice and take the right actions. Now, another thing I want to cover, because I feel that another reason people don't take action is just because of the limiting beliefs they have, the things they tell themselves that they believe are reality when it simply is not. And there's really 4 core things I see, and I want to break them all down. Number 1, people believe, I just don't have enough time. I have a job, I have a 9 to 5, I go to school. I just don't have enough time. I can't do it. And the reality is, this is not a business model that requires you to work 8 to 10 hours a day. If you know certain things in this business model take you longer, writing ads, maybe editing them, maybe finding products, then outsource, delegate, be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is not someone who has a business that they have to work inside of. There's someone that can be broader. They can look at it, be outside of the business, and be able to work on it. If the business fails and shuts down as soon as you're removed, then you don't have a real business. So learn to delegate. Learn to prioritize the time that you do have. If it's 2 hours, that's fine. Focus on the high leverage tasks, product research, creating ads, creating websites, media buying. It is just those 4 things. If you focus your time on that, the needle will move. You don't need all day. I'm doing these live streams. I'm giving myself 2 hours, and eventually I will have a successful business. It won't take multiple years either. It'll take a few weeks to maybe a month, maybe 2 months. Doesn't matter. But the fact that it's possible that with only 2 to 3 hours a day, which is what you have, you are not the president of the United States. You are not the busiest person where you can't sacrifice an hour or two. You can have a successful business if you just prioritize the right things. Now, the next thing I see a lot, I apologize, I'm scratching my nose. I got little allergies. I don't have enough money. I'm broke. I need $10,000 to start, Ethan. I don't know what I'm doing. You don't. When I started this journey, I had a few grand to my name, and sure, I did go broke. But I saved some more money, and then on the next try, I made sure I had the right mentor, the right systems, the right environment of other people that were also doing this journey around me, motivating me, keeping me accountable. And when I had all the right pieces together, I was able to become successful. I didn't need a ton of money. And I find that if you're broke right now, that should motivate you. That should push you. That's the reason why you need to start this business model. The fact that you can't afford to do it is exactly why you need to start. So that you can afford it, so that that's never a worry or a problem for you ever again. And if you're right now not with a lot of money, then you have nothing to lose. What is there to lose? Oh, I lost $1,000 or $2. You're probably going to gamble that away anyways. Probably going to use that to buy some lottery tickets. God knows. I mean, you have like a 1 in 2 trillion chance. But the fact that you're broke should be used as fuel. It should be used as motivation to figure a way out, to be resourceful, to take a loan, to ask your parents, to do whatever it takes. Save the money. Find a way. Because if you do find a way and you take the right actions with the right strategies, then you can be successful and never have to worry about money again. Now, the next thing. Ethan, I think dropshipping's dead. Everyone's doing it right now. There's millions of people. All the winning products are taken. I don't even know. I don't want to do this. And if that's the reality, then why do I have new students every fucking year that start completely from scratch and are able to scale to $5,000 a day, $10,000 a day, $20,000 a day? If it was so difficult, if it's so tapped, if there's no pieces of the pie available, then why are there continually new people every year that become successful? You're just bullshitting yourself. You are telling yourself these false lies to protect yourself and to convince yourself that, okay, yeah, I guess my life is good enough. I'm comfortable. I don't need to change anything. And if that's you, then just don't bother starting business. Keep putting the fries in the bag, gents. Because Lord knows you don't want to change your life and you're going to get eaten alive by people like me that do. And then the final thing I see is, Ethan, I've tried this before and I failed. Welcome to business. I don't know any entrepreneur that was ever successful the first time they did something. It always took putting in tons of failures, tons of hours where you didn't initially get a return on your investment. But by focusing on improving and iterating and getting one step better every single day, by making that the focus, they eventually got to success. Because a lot of you, the harsh truth is, you just quit way too early. You quit because you expected this to be a get-rich-quick scheme. You thought it was going to be easy. You didn't have the right guidance. And you failed because you never improved. You never got better. You never iterated. You never learned from each test. But that big thing is that you just quit too early. You have to be comfortable with realizing that in order to change your life, it may take you 3, 6, a year, 2 years of sacrifice. And eventually you can live a lifetime, the rest of your life, in abundance. And I can guarantee you'll look back and thank yourself for sacrificing those years. Because even if you do enjoy your life and you're thinking, Ethan, I want to have balance, I want to party, I want to do all these things. When you look back, you won't remember any of the shit you're even doing anyways. But you'll definitely be feeling the consequences when in the present day, you have to look at your bank account just to make sure you can afford fucking groceries. You have to look at your bank account before you go shopping, buying clothes. And you have to tell yourself, no, we can't do that this month. We're budgeting. Oh, just makes my penis retract back into my body thinking about that word. Because it's something I haven't had a thought about in a while because I sacrificed those years. So the brutal math for you boys and ladies is that time moves so quickly. The next 5 years will feel even shorter to you. And you have an option to be on your deathbed and have 2 scenarios. One where you're full of regret, or another where you are fulfilled. Where you look back and you tell your children, you tell your grandchildren with a smile, I did everything I wanted to do. I traveled to 50 plus countries. I got to have a beautiful wife or a beautiful husband. I got to have beautiful children. I took risks. I failed, but I most importantly learned, and I eventually succeeded because I believed in myself. I have stories. I have wisdom. I have experience. And you know what? I have no regrets because I took action and I didn't wait. I didn't want to be like everyone else who works hard, retires at 65, and doesn't even realize that at 65, you're not even enjoying life at that time. You're just worried about surviving, about living, about just being able to breathe. No. I want to enjoy life to its fullest when I'm in my 30s, when I'm full of life, when I'm at my full energy, and when I'm in my prime. So guys, in order to do that, I know a lot of you guys have heard of the butterfly effect. That if a butterfly flaps his wings in Brazil, then it's going to cause a typhoon in Japan. And for you guys, that butterfly effect that can change the trajectory and course of your life is just understanding that you can either watch this video and feel motivated, but do nothing, which you do with every video you watch. Or the second path is you can watch this video and you can make one decision today that changes everything. A decision that creates results, that creates action, that creates the new life that you know you need to embody, this new person and identity that you have to be able to fill those shoes in order to be successful. So make a decision, whether it's addition by subtraction, cutting a certain thing that's holding you back, by prioritizing more time in your calendar on your business, by maybe cutting off some friends and family that you know is holding you back, but making one decision that you know will get you a step closer to the results. And I want you to think more about your death and what you want to accomplish before that. Because your time is not unlimited. You are not Brian Johnson going to live to 130 years old, my friend. You will die. Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be in 10 years, could be in 50, you don't know. So grab life by the balls and achieve as much as you can with every 24 hours that you have so that you, again, do not regret anything. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe, and I'll, of course, see you in the next video of this challenge.